coalition colony, which was like 100 or so, was extremely laggy. What's up, Phoenix? I see. Alright, hold on. Give me a second. You cold? I've got the heater on. Sorry, my cat Phoenix wanted attention. I don't think he's realized that the heater is on, or he hasn't sat close to it yet. But yeah, my first colony was very laggy because I didn't until like the most recent colony actually use shelves. Everybody could not like stand it. They'd come to like my stream and they'd be frothing at the mouth over all the stuff on the ground, and I'd be like, I'm not using shelves, fuck off. And I have got shelves and stuff now. I hate using them just because like I can't just click in here and click on them easily or click on a specific item easily. Like it's always junked up in a pile that's hard to see and stuff. But yeah, I know that like it does give us more space and all that sort of stuff, and yeah, I had like giant sections of like crops and, you know, resources just on the ground, and I didn't have deep stacks, so I had like, you know, I think you get like the piles of the 75 or something like that, food and everything, and there was just heaps of those everywhere, and that absolutely chucked the game. But yeah, I've got deep stacks is one of the mods that I've got. The only problem with it is it's honestly a gamble having it, because while it allows me to stack things in massive piles if I want to, for instance, there was a stack of like, you know, 1,000 or so like light leather in this. There's a 10,000 stack of cloth there. What was that? I heard something go kaboom. What was that? I don't know what that was. Something got broken. But anyway, if somebody wanted to go into there and have a tantrum and break that stack of 10,000, I would immediately lose 10,000 resource of anything. And that happens sometimes because I don't generally pay attention to when colonists have tantrums. In my regular colony, we don't have like a lot of tantrums and stuff, but if it's a food binge or if it's just a tantrum or sad wander, hide in room, I don't pay attention to any of that. So whatever they do, they sometimes break shit that's important. On the flip side of that, if they do like slaughter or berserk, food binge, or not food binge, drug binge or something like that, I will beat the ever-loving shit out of them and put them in hospital or prison. So it's a choice that they actively make when they do that. I don't know if that light's a different color or if it's just coming in from outside. And she attackers down here like destroying everything in this bedroom. So yeah, and billiards tables still need space, but I guess people haven't been doing they're all having their heat wave fucking, they're having issues again. The heat's getting to them. I was a huge nerd about this game. Oh yeah. It's also pretty useless without mods, until relatively recently. That's fair. This is a 75 stack. I thought it was. It's been a while since I've seen it, so... like, you get it in some of the items will only stack up to, like, a certain point. They're almost finished researching, by the way. This is what I'm waiting for. Once they've got that, there's a bunch of supersonic cores in the base that I want to use to enhance the research, although at least a half a dozen of them have been destroyed, so I do have to be careful with that. But I'm kind of watching the couple of people that are going tantruming at the moment, because I just want to keep an eye on what they're actually breaking. And also, I've lost a couple of the Psychic Soothe Pulsar Emanator thingies as well, because they've been broken at some point, and I can't replace them. I can't rebuild them for some reason, even though I've got rebuild on. So, yeah, that's the thing that's happening. And I'm also casually hunting like shit in the background, and apparently I'm on an insulting spree. So, apparently Rice Farm and me have got beef, allegedly. So, I'm going to be following them around, insulting them, I guess. Oh, here we go. Finally. Okay, first things first, I do need to do that, but we're not going to do that yet. I want this, and then I want to grab, I don't care who it is, Johnson mate, can you use that? Thank you. And then I want the next 6,000. Thank you. Where is somebody? You. Come back here. We have another one in here there. Go use that. But you have effectively an ant farm. Yeah, that is generally what people say when they normally see like my normal colony. I think I need the long range scanner for that one. So I'll do it on this one first, and then we'll see how we go. You, come here, you. Also, my cat is like running around the night and like screaming and stuff. It's fine. He's just like, he's like a 16-year-old cat. And he's gonna scream at shit. I don't know, he likes to scream at darkness. Persona core offer. I will take that because if nobody spawns it, I will have to go to it. So we'll see. Sometimes you can change the stack size in the mod options menu. You can. It's just that once I've determined what it is for the playthrough, I don't change the mods because it's a closed mods playthrough. So that way I don't have variables and stuff. That way I'm not making it like easier for myself if something's a problem and stuff. We also have more steel, which sounds like it's in this area. It is, so I'm just gonna pop a couple of these. RIP people's bedrooms. Somebody hit a trap, which is fine. I'm gonna get a few in here because if this can be powered, it's nearby. My people can work on this really close by. A candy corn. Welcome in. And raiders. Holy crap. Welcome in. Let me give you guys a shout out. What were you doing? I was gonna say like, what were you guys doing? And then I was like, what were you doing? And I just ended up with like, what goo doing? And I'm like, that's not English. But yeah, welcome in everyone. I'm doing a week-long bonus Rimconnect event where I'm trying to start from one individual colonist and some pets and trying to build a base, defend it, and try to get off-world by the end of the week, by Friday. So if you haven't got a colonist already in and you want to spawn one, it's the Rimconnect icon somewhere around here on my avatar. And just go over to the store page. You get about 200 silver per 2 minutes for just lurking. And yeah, you'll be able to spawn in all sorts of stuff. There's a whole bunch of shit that's like really expensive because I don't want that stuff spawned. But you can save up and spawn it if you really want to. But yeah, what are you up to? There are, what's it? Caught in 4K, 650 frames. Where's the garage is drifting in the garage raid. So welcome in with the snow. So somebody is breaking, oh my god, Lenza. You gotta stop breaking that, we only have one of them. I'm low on steel. Fucking hell, we can't do the research again. Okay, I don't have steel right now. I'm trying to make deep drills and I can't do anything about it at the minute, so yeah. I was just playing some Path of Exile 2. Made a product review with the new shelf bought. Was it DJ Osmos Pocket 4 as a release today? I probably butchered that, but nice. Yeah, it sounds like you're having some fun. I'm not a Path of Exile player myself, but I do play Diablo 2 Resurrected on Thursdays, although sometimes Mondays, because I have been taking off a lot of like Thursday, Fridays this year to rig my live 2D avatar. So yeah, for anybody that's interested in a similar game, I play that. Oh, we have traders. We have a bulk goods trader at the moment. I have it on fast forward at the moment because we're in summer and I'm trying to get past summer because it is brutally hot at the moment. It was hotter before, it's going into nighttime. And I'm still trying to make friends. So let me just go grab Pop Idol for a second. I don't know if I've got this in alphabetical. Pop Idol is down, sleeping. Okay, so who's our next available to talk? I don't want you. I want the best warden I can get. Dust Float will do it. So, wherever the fuck you are, let's go get you over here talking. So we've had a drop raid so far of mechs. And we had I think a manhunter pack of cougars. And that's kind of it. We also had the plague, which I died to. Again, I died again. We also have steel out here. I've got the underground scanners working, but my problem is people keep having tantrums. I've effectively run out of steel. I only have this little pocket of steel that I can actually mine at the moment because I only have deep drills on it. And yeah, so I'm just trying to get them through summer. I'm also trying to make shelves so that they can bring shit inside so I can actually like use stuff. And I'm also enhancing a couple of colonists for people. So if you spawn a colonist and you want stuff enhanced on them, just let me know. And I'll do my best to try to get shit installed on them. Although there is a chance that my colonist will just destroy something. So just a heads up with that. Also, any kind of tech books, weapons, armor, resources and stuff would be amazing. Any kind of psychic soothes, cold snap, they're probably all very expensive, but they're all extremely welcome at the moment. And also, I did see yesterday that you said you had a comment that said that if I said your name fast enough, like an M&M speed of my candy corn, it was as close to pronouncing your name as possible. And I never saw that yesterday, but I saw it today. So I don't know if when I said Mechanicon before, if that was as close as I could get. So yeah. But yeah, basically at the moment, probably steel and medicine. I think we've got some medicine, so like medicine's not too critical, but yeah, this is really close to the correct way to say it. Nice. That's about as close as I can get, but I do try. Look, I don't like pronouncing people's names wrong. I will almost always pronounce people's names wrong because as I said, like I had this creative learning in like the first couple of years of schooling. Really like fucked me over. So if I spell something K-A-T, it's good enough for like cat. So when it came to like learning how to pronounce like certain words or how letters and like, you know, phonics and shit work together, I never really got the grasp of that because my initial learning was, you know, close enough is good enough kind of thing. But yeah, I really struggle with like names and I hate butchering people's names. So if I ever like butcher somebody's names and you guys have a way that would like allow me to say it very close to it or like sound it out with like some assistance, I will try. But yeah, so English is dumb anyway. It can be so bad. Like I butchered yours before. Like I said like what I think I said Ethan Andy or something like that, but I think it's like it's either Ethandy or like Ethandai or like I said I butchered that when you came in. I'm like, I think I just shortened it to Ethan before and I'm like, I don't know if that's okay. I said, how's the surgery is going? I need to order more parts. You do. So your guy was having a tantrum before and you have an eye, you've got 2 shoulders, 2 legs installed. I think I still got a spine for you. I have got, where is it? I still have an eye that I can install. I've got a spine and a heart for you. Was there anything else I'm missing on that list? I'm going to try the other eye. And as for Wilcox, wherever he is, hold on, that one. Wilcox has got brain, stomach, heart, leg, and leg. And I can't remember what the last thing you spawned in for me was to install. So, Rice Farm, if you want to let me know what else I'm supposed to be installing on you, let me know. Because you've so far got this list and a couple of my colonists have kicked and destroyed things, so I don't know what we do and don't have because they had big tantrums before. Also, I thought we had still a super sonar core somewhere, so I'm just gonna have a look around and see if I can find it. I think it might be up here, maybe. There it is. Go use that. We'll fly through this particular scenario. And how are my allies? They're at 60. I might just grab somebody to go do a trade. Sweet. Alright, we are back in... I could do a moisture pump, but I think I can start... Oh, I don't have these. I don't have steel for that yet. Okay, if I can't do that, can I do this? Precision rifling. Okay, we'll do precision rifling while we're waiting. And I'll grab somebody to go give them gifts. I'll get Dust to get back up here and give gifts. Because I need an ally. I need at least an ally. Like, if I had something of value to gift them, I'll gift them that. Even if it's like something somebody spawned, I'll gift them. So we'll see how we go. That's a pronunciation. Oh wait, I missed something there. Die is the pronunciation, but I'm not sensitive about it. Alright, so it's Ethan Die, then, if that's the case. If that's correct, just let me know. Doesn't names tend to be trivial? Some people care a lot and some people don't. Like, for instance, like, I'm one of the people that care a fair bit because, like, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, chosen name Aprillic or if it's IRL name and stuff like that. I tend to find, like, people tend to shorten my name. Like, it's it's not that long. And I'm like, I don't generally feel comfortable with people shortening it. Like, you know, it's Aprillic, not April. Don't call me April. Like, that's how I kind of feel. So yeah, whenever somebody like repeatedly calls me April when I'm Aprillic, I tend to just peace out. Like, you know, the meme of the kid that just like vanishes into the background kind of thing. I do that. Because like, yeah, I don't like it. But also, like, different people do care, some people don't care at all. Like, it really just depends. Let me get some health. Oh no, wait, I'm supposed to be gifting you shit. That's right. Let me give you 4 of these. Also, there is possibly a poll? I don't know. Andre is making a little bit of Rim Raid stuff going there, so I'm a bit worried about what he's up to. Let's gift you this, let's gift you that. I need to get you guys high enough that in the event that somebody is to call you in, that I don't lose my buddyship with you, ideally, if I can. So I'm gonna, they'll take me up to 47, that will take me up to about 100-ish. They are now an ally. How much of an ally? 100-ish, yay. Okay, so I have an ally, which means if I get attacked, they can't come to me because they're a primitive tribe. So that's not useful. Them, if I could make them allies, that'd be great. Which, interestingly enough, what was the quest? Who was that with? South Usia. They are... Who are they? That's us there. No, which one's... Okay, so if I went and did that quest, they might like us more. But I also don't want to go and do that quest. But... yeah, we'll see. Also, how is the power production going in here? We've got a little bit of a knock around. That's fine. I'll see if I can get a couple more benches in here so that we can bring more shit inside, because we don't have a lot of space. I also am pretty sure I made more fucking storage shelf thingies, more of these, but I'll make another one because I've got space here. Not that it's super accessible, but that's fine. We'll put whatever we can fit in here. What else? Spine, stomach, eye, and heart. That should be it. I haven't done your spine yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm doing your eye at the moment, and then we'll do your spine. And I haven't done... Your stomach failed, so I don't have a stomach for you. And what else? And recon armor. I don't... Oh, shit, yeah. Somebody would have stolen your recon armor. I don't know who did, but because it's armor and you were in surgery at the time and you were downed, someone else in the colony will be wearing it. Or may have died and left with it. Maybe you? Recon armor? That looks pretty new. Did you spawn in brown recon armor? Do you remember? Because it might be that one. Because the other rice farm has got like their own kit on them. We got recon armors. All right. You are also still currently in surgery. So if you're only resting, can I get you to go wear that? Go wear that now. Can spawn another? Yeah. That is correct, yes. Nice. Sweet. Did I miss anything else in there? Not really. Yeah, so basically we're in a heat wave. Well, not a heat wave, we're in summer. I keep calling summer heat wave. But we're at the end of summer anyway. So if I can skedaddle through summer, we'll get into a cooler month again. And then I do need to go and basically trade, but I'm nowhere near like purple or anything. If I also don't really have much to trade. I can't really do research because these things keep getting destroyed and I don't have steel to fix them. Any steel that I do have is currently getting used to build these so I can mine more steel. And yeah, kind of just out here kind of casually hunting some stuff if I can, and just trying to stockpile some food, trying to keep that is popped open. Hold on, why is this? Because there's a door open on it. Surgery failed on Jackal again. Your head has been cut again, so I'm gonna have to wait. The hell was that? Oh, we got hats. Neat. That should help. Was that a vote? Lol. That's funny. We got a psychic soothe. We got maybe a natural psychic soothe, which is wild. And I saw something went kaboom then. I don't know what it was. I had the damn head cut off again. I mean, look, it's better than the time we fucking operated on your shoulder to try to give you a bionic arm and we basically sterilized you. So, I mean, that's about the furthest mistake you could possibly make, apart from like maybe cutting off a toe when you're trying to operate on a shoulder, you know? They got creative in that surgery, but yeah. Everybody be having tantrums because it's hot. And I do have at least cooling in the bedrooms if they're enclosed. The only problem I've got is I need you guys to... I can't get anybody to work on this wall because everybody keeps walking through the fucking wall day and night, which means that the food in here is going to massively expire. So I'm just going to say whatever's in here at the moment, we're just going to say don't store anything in here. They're going to put a lot of stuff on the benches, and I think the benches can sometimes prevent things from, like, you know, expiring. We'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll try adding in another eye on you. What do we got? We got an archetype eye. Still that eye. Now it's in storage. And let's have a look back at Wilcox has... What else do we need on you, Rice Farm? I think I've got most of it done. I feel like there's more shit I'm missing. I don't know if you spawned eyes or like arms or anything like that. I assume we're going full bionic with you too eventually. And Jackal's got an infection in your head because, yeah, that happened. And you're also being like operated on actively, so even higher chances. Put two-layer door. Two-layer door, or actually, well, the problem I've got is that it's the wall. And because it is an opening, everybody keeps walking in and out of it, including animals. And so, yeah, I can't prevent them from going through that. Unfortunately, putting the X on stuff doesn't always work. It is a glitch that I have with my game that it just doesn't always work. Kind of like at the moment how repairing shit just always isn't always working kind of thing. So even if I grab somebody to do a repair over here, like by the time they get here, I don't have wood to work on that either. So do I have some kind of trees in the area that we could cut down? Because I thought we had wood before. It could not have gone through that many trees. We've got fucking wood up here. Alright, let's go find somebody to go do some cutting and stuff. Yes, the Ignore Me mod is one of the most downloaded mods in RimWorld. It gets a disruption when things walk through the build area. So I get it a lot where I have like a lot of animals and or a lot of colonists and it's like peak time. Usually I have to work on like fences when it's nighttime when the animals are asleep. I have to work on like doors and walls and air conditioners and stuff. Again, mostly during nighttime when like it's a less time for people to be out and about. Like if they don't fix that up and everything in there expires, so be it. Shit will expire. And we'll just lose whatever's in there. We have 2 cold rooms, right? So eventually they'll either fix it or they won't. And I've moved as much as I can over into here for the moment. So there's a lot of stuff in here. It's really junked up. But at the moment I've said that they can't store stuff on the ground. There is still stuff on these shelves, which I could, if I could grab the shelf, which they're supposed to be linked, but they keep fucking breaking these shelves. So if I could just link you fuckers and just for the moment, just say no fresh, no rotted. And that way they should get it out of here. We'll only have what's in the hoppers. And as far as I understand with these hoppers, shit doesn't expire in it. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it is saying it's fresh. So yeah, there's 2 stacks of 10,000 rice in both of that, which the animals will come in and eat. People will still be able to make nutrient paste stuff. I just should be able to reduce the amount of food that's in here. And eventually they'll patch the wall. Or they won't. Either way, most of it will be in the kitchen where they're going to be using it. It's just in and around the tables. They're not going to have a lot of stuff. So we've got plasteel, silver. There's more stuff in the ground. I just can't use it. I have got this one. It's mining silver. That one's mining plasteel. I've got 2 on steel itself. I've got this in here that if I could get steel, we could mine steel. Like we could build this and then mine steel, and then we'd be mining steel constantly, which allow me to build even more of these deep drills, and then I'd be able to install those on the other particular spots that are also happen to be like steel, which there are a few around here at the moment. Need to grab one of these so I can see what we've got. We got jade, there's plasteel, there's a spot down here. Hold on, we did research. We did not. Food binge. What else? Steel underground. Yeah, we keep finding steel, that's great, but we're not able to use it yet. Now, how's Jackal doing? Fuck off, research screen, you keep lying to me. Your infection in your head is major. There is a good chance that you might die, Jackal, even with all of your bionic implants. So here's hoping that super immune business you got going on works for you, because this would be brutal if you die on your own. Now you, yeah, rice farm. I know I keep asking, but I'm like, I don't know if I like have everything installed on you or if I'm missing something, because you got brain, stomach, heart, and 2 legs. You have your armor and your weapon. You've had your various skill trainers used. I don't know if there's anything else. Also, Lens would be looking real fly and all that like hyperweave gear there. And as for Jackal, Jackal's got immunity. Okay, let's get you your spine then installed. Let's get you spine. I think you've got your stomach and your heart is the only things left on you. And then you might want maybe some better headgear or a better weapon, perhaps. Steel underground. We're finding steel underground a lot, which is super great. I just can't use it yet. I wonder if my people can go for a trade. Actually, I could call... No, I can't call them until they are allies, can I? I should be fine for now. Sweet. Alright, well, Wilcox is about as tank as you want him to be at this time. So yeah, he's good. I don't think I've got anything else out here for hunting. What else? It should not degrade in the hopper, but if I recall, it can still rot. It's not a big deal. Rice takes like 2 quadrum to rot. Alright. It should be fine. Like, the only problem with the deep stacks is the 10,000 stack. If something's put in there a long time ago and has food poisoning or is like rotting or is like bad in some capacity, it taints the whole rest of the stack. So that is probably the worst thing with it, which is why I normally say in my normal colony, I'm like, if you haven't had food poisoning, you're not one of my colonists. Like, you're not part of the colony, because that's just how it is. Like, I'll have a stack of 10,000 something and somebody will go puke on it, and then everybody gets fucking food poisoning because the entire stack, and they keep putting more on that stack. But I can't get them to leave the fucking stack alone, you know? So, I also can't do any actual high, like, version of research at the moment because we don't have the multi-analyzers, because we don't have steel. I have like 21 steel in that, but that's not enough for me to do anything else, and I can't upgrade any of... I can't make turrets and I can't repair anything at the moment either, so... Which, by the way, I was making turrets on both sides, but research screen... So it looks like people are starting to read some of these too, actually, which is really good. I was wondering, can I transport pod something to an well, I'm going to research that for a second. If I have somebody that's neutral and I transport pod something to their settlement, does that gift it to them or does that just become lost to them? Because I don't actually know. I haven't had non-allies for a long time, so I'm not really sure. Also, there's berries to harvest out here too, so we might as well be up here, and those are harvestable, which will make my people happy. So, and there's also medicine and shit as well, so might as well. What else? Trust I know that all too well. Oh yeah. When a tile of dirt gets somehow stuck under the stove, so it's permanently dirty. I hadn't even considered that, but I also don't generally put like stoves and stuff in spots where people can't clean them. I sometimes have them like back to back, but they can only like access like most things in the area, you know. Plus I did put like floors in these zones. Oh, they built the wall. Nice. I told you they'd either do it or they wouldn't, which means I can re-enable this to allow fresh stuff again, and these benches to allow fresh stuff again. There we go. Now, most of it will be over on the side where we are cooking stuff, which is kind of good anyway, because we want the resources in over there. It's for them to like be constantly peeling. And we should have a metric